Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, y'all?
It's Dominique.
What?
Yo.
What are you doing? This man said, I got all the Easter candy in the world, and I'm going to eat it on mic. Yay!
It's going to be a wrap, so y'all going to excuse me.
He said,
excuse me.
I need this sugar to make it through the end of the day.
Yep. And on top of that, I got the OJ throwback jersey.
This man got on the Orenthal James Simpson jersey.
Orenthal. Yeah,
Orenthal.
I would have called myself OJ too.
Yeah. Yo.
Like, you can't get no woman in the club nowadays with that name. Like, hey, baby, what's your name? My name Orenthal. What?
Okay, but see, here's the thing. You got to remember, OJ's like old. Like, he went to the club in the 60s. So Orenthal it wasn't a normal name, but it wasn't an abnormal name either. Like 67. Like it wasn't a turn-off name. It was just okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Today. Name. Yeah, that's exactly what you look like a strong buck. Can you run the football? Oh, yes, I can, sir. All right, Orenthal, come on.
Right.
That was bad. That was real bad. That was really, really bad. That was really bad.
Yeah, so based on notes here, we got Olympic Team USA news, the NBA playing news, WNBA draft news, some Tiger Woods news, how he make the cut, and some NFL draft news.
Hobbling is from what I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, we can start at the Masters. Yo, Tiger Woods made the cut again at the Masters. He's got the longest consecutive streak of making the cut at the Masters, which is amazing, seeing as how he was triple bogeying like all day on Sunday, and he was double bogeying like all day on Saturday, but he made it through an entire Masters tournament. And if you've never been, you've been to a golf tournament, right? Okay,
I've been to a legit golf club or golf course, place once. And it was the first time I've ever actually played golf with other people.
Okay, let me tell you this. Going to the Wells Fargo in Charlotte is an event. It is freaking great. Now, I haven't been in quite some time, but the first time I went was the last time Tiger won there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I got to see Tiger hit off the tee. I got to see Tiger. He like chipped in for birdie on like 16, something like that. And I got to watching him walk down the fairway.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, most of my friends, they got money, or their parents got money. So he was like, yo, I got tickets. You want to go? Hey, yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, that was the first time I ever paid $5 for Snickers.
Ooh.
And that was back in the mid-aughts. Okay? So you know how much they must be now. But it's a crazy thing because there are no golf carts for players on these courses. So when they say they play, 18 holes, they walk in 18 holes, which is the reason why Tiger hadn't been able to in the past continue to play at an optimal level, because it takes so much out of your body to walk these 18 holes, right? And the Masters specifically ain't no golf carts. Like, you walking all 18 holes and you walking back to the club. It's a serious thing. But for him to make the cut is also really big, and I'm glad that he did. Although, I mean, I know Tiger made the cut. I don't even know who won, because you want to know why? Because we don't care.
Yeah,
we care about is Tiger making the cut.
Did you see that Tiger Woods handshake with the tree?
I did see that meme, and the internet is undefeated. What that mean, yo? Undefeated.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh man, come on, Tiger. Like, but at least it wasn't completely negative. So
did you see the one where he was apologizing to the tree, and the tree was accepting his apology for the time that he ran into the tree when he was driving away from his wife?
Oh yeah, the one where he got into that big accident.
All bad.
Nice.
Completely hilarious. Completely hilarious.
Yeah, golf is good for something, It gives you some highlights there.
Look, it's just like baseball, which we care about, but we just don't care about. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
it's nothing to report at the moment. There's nothing to talk about at the moment.
Well, slightly. Yeah, not to talk about baseball, but at first I was about to be sad because after the playoff, the finals, the NBA finals, it's like, man, basketball's not going to be around for a little bit. But then I thought about it. I was like, No, the WNBA is going to be around.
Yes. And they're going to be on TV this year. Finally.
Yeah. And then we have the Olympics.
And
then we have like maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Then it's basketball again.
Then we have 4 or 5 weeks in this NFL.
Yeah, NFL. And then like 8 weeks. And then basketball's back.
Yeah, like it's a packed summer. All the things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
All
in
the things.
Paris.
But we don't care about baseball. Except for Shohei Otani, who we talked about 2 weeks ago. You do know, let me rephrase. Did you know that his interpreter pled guilty? He's pleading out to gambling over $100 million of Shohei's money. Now, here's the thing. I was listening to my mom talk about this the other day. And when you look it up, you're shocked because it's accurate. This man not only set up Shohei Otani's bank accounts, but got all his alerts and was moving funds in and out of the bank account of $4 million. All I got to ask is, like Bo Money asks, how rich you got to be
to not even notice?
To not even notice that $4 million just be moving in and out on a regular basis. Like,
right.
How much money? Like, you got to come from money.
That's stupid money.
If I won $1 billion in the lottery and $4 million of that billion went missing, I'd know about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I would not know. No circumstance that I'd be like, oh, where'd that go? No, I would know.
Yeah, because you knew money. You're tracking every dollar.
Every
old money, like
Abraham
Lincoln, whatever. That's it.
They said that man was into the bookie for $100 million. He was down he was down $100 million at one point. He made some bets to get it back to the $40 million that he ended up having to pay the bookie. I was like, how are you down $100 million? What denomination of money are you betting to get down $100 million?
That's retirement money. Like, if I have $40 million, I budget myself at least on $200K a year. That'd last me at least a good, 100 years.
Dominic, you got to be betting prop bets across the board in the hundreds of thousands. And there's the only person I can conceive of making that reckless of a bet is Michael Jordan.
Right. But exactly, because even at that, with that kind of money, what are you betting for?
It's like, the thrill. It's the thrill. It's the thrill. It's a psychological thing.
Well, but then why does it take absorbent amounts of money to do so?
Because you don't get the adrenaline rush if it's not
his money.
Doesn't matter.
It's so matter. Stupid. Some people are just idiots, man. I just sick people, man.
You could say it's an addiction because it kind of feels like
it is an addiction.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, here's my question.
You're an interpreter. Jesus.
$100 million, bro. At some point, you gotta stop. Like, if you're down $100 million, you passed the point where you should have stopped, and you kind of like know it, but you're so far in, you just got to keep going and hope that it pans out.
That's my thing. It's like, yeah, you lose. There's a certain threshold. Like, I don't know what people's thresholds are, but for me, yeah, you're like, okay, yeah, that's my discretionary money. After I blow through that, if I blow through that, I'm done regardless.
Yeah, I guess when you're worth a couple $100 million, then $100 million is discretionary money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Okay, now here's where I say, if $100 million is discretionary money,
all right. That's for the other podcast. We won't go into the eat the rich here. What we will say is that guy's going to jail. Probably back in China, which is worse.
Look, I'll build a jail for you.
For $100 million?
I'm building you a jail. Nobody's gonna have to keep up me.
That man lost. That man was about to lose $100 million. Anyhow, but yeah, that's our extent to caring about baseball. Sorry if you were coming here for baseball analysis or thoughts or reactions. We ain't got none.
No,
we're not gonna have none until probably September. So
you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome to join us.
Maybe All-Star break. Maybe All-Star break. With the home run derby and the All-Star game.
Wait, when is that?
Do I look like I know? Do I look like I know? Okay. Long as we're on the same page, man. Look, the only reason I know to watch baseball is when September happens, I know it's the playoffs because of Mr. October, right? That's the only reason. Other than that, I mean, not that I don't like it. It ain't whatever, man.
Yeah.
Next. Are you excited for the Olympics?
I am. You know why?
Why?
The person I said should make the team doesn't look like he's making a team.
Uh-oh. I wasn't trying to get into your haterade already.
Too late.
I was trying to talk about Sha'Carri and damn, what the girl name? The greatest gymnast ever.
Simone Biles.
Simone and the whole team, they back together. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be wrecking
Gabby
shop.
Douglas on it too?
Yeah, Gabby, we don't know yet. She's trying to make a comeback and she's close, but I don't know if she's made the team yet. Yeah. I don't even think the World Championships happened yet. I think they happened like now I gotta look it up. But yeah, I was talking about that. But I mean, since you want to hate,
I'm not hating.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of hate.
It's not hate if the proof is sitting right here. It's not hating.
Is it now?
It's not hating.
So what Dominique is referring to is the fact that he's laughing internally and externally at the people that did not make the USA team. No, I mean, you're laughing at the person, but you can't laugh at him without laughing at everybody else.
Yes, I can.
Well, I'm laughing at
James Harden.
I'm like, oh, I thought you was going to be hating on Jaylen Brown. You hating on James Harden today?
No, I actually wanted Jaylen Brown. Honestly, I would say, how many times have I told you? I would rather Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum.
He can't dribble till his left. And
Jason Tatum can't score in crunch time either.
He's not going to have to.
Clearly, exactly. So why is he on the team?
He's not going to, because he's the future of the NBA. Just like you said, minutes
Anthony
earlier.
Edwards is the future of the NBA.
He is in the Western Conference, and in the Eastern Conference, it is Jason Tatum.
Ugh.
I don't care what nobody says. You can look at this team now. And just in case you did not know, the people that did not make it, Jaylen Brown did not make it. Jalen Brunson did not make it, although we knew he wasn't going to make it. He's not a big enough name to make it. Jimmy Butler didn't make it. I could see that. De'Aaron Fox did not make it. I thought he was going to be good enough to make it. Paolo Banchero did not make it, and neither did Paul George. I was like, that's interesting, right? Because Paolo, he's a big that plays inside and out.
Yep.
I thought that he would have made the team, but clearly he did not. James Harden didn't make it. Chet Holmgren didn't make it. Brandon Ingram, Kyrie Irving, and Dame Lillard did not make it.
Kyrie Irving not making it is it's a crime. That's a crime.
No, they just didn't want him to have a mic in front of his face. So I get that.
Yeah, on a world stage too.
Yeah, they're trying to save him from himself. Okay, trying to save him from himself. Dame not making it. I don't know what that's about, other than the fact that they were like, we got Steph on the team. We don't need Dame. Chris Paul's too old. Trae Young is too Trae Young. So I get it. Right. The team is LeBron and Steph, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, who I would have probably. Well, they need shooting. They need mid-range shooting. So I get Devin Booker.
And Anthony Booker's like 6'8".
He is 6'6" at best.
Yeah.
He's not that tall. You got Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum. You got Drew Holiday, which not sure how he made it. Other than defense.
Come on, he was defensive. He's a great.
He's got a ring. He's great, but they need scoring. But I'm sure it'll work out because he's a good player. Not that he isn't. Bam Adebayo made it. They needed another big one that could shoot. So I get Bam and surprise, Tyrese Halliburton. Now, in my humble opinion, trading out Halliburton for Banchero or maybe even Brandon Ingram to me would have been a go-to. But then again, I guess that only leaves you one actual point guard in
LeBron James.
No, in Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, for the U.S., basketball has become very positionless.
Yeah. Well, it is, and it's gonna make the position's gonna make a return. The big men coming in that are paint big men are gonna, they're gonna make it a swing back.
Yeah.
So, but from the team that did make it, you can tell exactly who the league thinks is the future of the league, right? You got to have Steph, LeBron, Kevin Durant. right? You have to have bigs, right? So you have the best
Embiid.
big, the best American big, Embiid. Second best considered Anthony Davis, right? And you got to have shooting, right? But clearly, the league thinks Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, and Tyrese Halliburton are the future of the league, right? Like, I'm surprised. Like, Zion ain't even on here. Like, Ja Morant ain't even on it. Ja couldn't have played, but you know what I mean? Like, clearly, the future of the league.
They don't want no incidents.
No international incident. The future of the league is well defined now. You know what I mean? Because that's a coming out party. It is definitely a privilege to play on the USA team. So
that's sad because now that you think about it, if Ja Morant would have kept his nose clean, he probably would have been on this team, like no doubt.
He would have had to have been on the team. He would have had to have been on the team. His profile would have been high enough that he would have had to make the team, right? And he's good enough that, you know what I mean? Like you can't leave him off that team.
And see now I feel like we're being deprived because he would have made the game interesting internationally.
Yeah, I mean he would have, yeah, but I mean you get Anthony Edwards who's going to make it just as interesting.
True.
You know what I mean? And you get Tyrese Halliburton who is non-problematic. So, you know, Ja Morant, if Ja doesn't figure it out soon, like he's at the Zion point at this moment, right?
Well, okay, yes, overall, but like in earnings, I don't think so. In earnings, I think Ja has lost a lot, way more than Zion.
No. Ja,
yeah, but he's still lost out on $100 million.
I mean, he's at the crossroads of either you're gonna be professional, like overtly professional, or you're not gonna be around in the league. I heard somebody talk about DeMarcus Cousins the other day and how he's the best big man in America right now, but he'll never touch the NBA court again. You want to know why?
Right.
Too many off the court and on the court issues.
Which
the league doesn't need the league. Well, the league has always been that way, though.
Yeah,
the league has always been that way.
Well, no, which is fine, and I understand that. But I mean, it's like, think about it. If I'm a GM and I say, "Hey, Steve, I want to pay you $100 million over the next 4 years. I just need you to clean up your act."
You would think.
Button that thing down. All right, cool. I'm wearing a suit to every game. What you need?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but they're not like that, man. They're completely not. And it's sad because you look at him and you go, he's got so much talent.
Yeah.
But
we've seen this before. And it's just that we've seen this play out before with, you know, your Latrell Sprewells, your Rasheed Wallaces, your Allen Iversons. We've seen it play out before. It's like, we don't want to watch, like, we don't want to see that anymore.
I mean, look, Dwight Howard is playing in Taiwan right now. That should tell you something. That should never have happened.
I thought he got signed to
Negatron. He can't get back in the NBA. They won't let him. Too many problems.
Oh gosh.
Like you have to really.
It's a shame.
No,
because you know,
be able to read the room.
Because I mean, yeah, you're right. Because you know, just the funny thing about it is the fact that this man at one point was possibly going to be the face of the league as well, and then on top of that, he brought the Magic to the NBA Finals against Kobe. The Magic, Orlando Magic.
Well, I mean, in his prime, he was a Hall of Famer. Let's be honest about that.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like he's going to make the Hall of Fame. I'm very highly confident about that. But just because you make the Hall of Fame don't mean they're gonna let you back in the league to play. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about Dwight Howard, by the way. I'm not talking about DeMarcus Cousins. He is not making.
Speaking of Hall of Fame conversations, did you see the episode with of Club Shay Shay with Cam Newton?
I saw some snippets of it.
One snippet I saw was them debating this very thing that I've been defending this entire time, like just being in the Hall of Fame and not winning a championship to go along with it. He was trying to make the case that, like, well, yeah, you know, you can be a great player and still be in the Hall of Fame or get, like, you know, special accolades or whatever. It's like, yeah, but without a championship, it's just
Okay. So I'm old. I'm about to show you exactly how old I am. I get this. I get that sentiment, I do also think that sentiment is a product of the current culture, and that is divorced from the reality of sports. If having a championship on your resume were criteria number one for making it into Hall of Fame, then the Hall of Fame would not have many Hall of Famers in it. At least not the great ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, put like this. Who's the greatest running back of all time?
Miss Smith?
No. Barry Sanders. Who was for the longest time considered the greatest quarterback of all time?
What's that dude's name? Joe Montana.
Dan Marino, sir. Dan Marino.
Guys.
And Warren Moon, if you really want to get specific about it. Neither one of them have a championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that Jerry Rice has a bunch of championships, but Randy Moss and Terrell Owens and Calvin Johnson have none. And you can't tell me that's not the top 4 wide receivers in all of football history.
You're right. Now, let's put it this way. My criteria personally for Hall of Fame stuff, generally speaking, I mean, each one is their own case in and of itself. But for the most part, like Allen Iverson, Hall of Fame. He changed the game. But it's from his body of work. He carried that Sixers team to get slaughtered by Kobe and the Lakers at that. But undeniably, one of the shortest players in the league led that team. Randy Moss. What was that game? He had like 3 catches and 160 yards. But also his entire body of work to go along with it. He's had plenty of games where he's had minimal catches, but maximize his yardage.
Yeah, cool. I mean, there are quite a few people that have. My criteria is not necessarily where your performance ranks in history. Where does your performance rank amongst your peers, right? Because to me, a Hall of Famer is noticeably better than the best of his peers during the time that he played.
True.
Right?
Yes.
It's the reason why Barry Sanders is in the Hall of Fame. It's the reason why Calvin Johnson is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson played a limited amount of seasons.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson was head and shoulders better than his peers, right? He was up. You got Randy, you got Calvin during those times. That's, I mean, you had T.O. too, but T.O. was in the Hall of Fame as well. But even his peers are considered Hall of Fame worthy. His peers would be people like Marvin Harrison or Torrey Holt or Larry Fitzgerald, right? Now coming on the tail end of Calvin Johnson's career, but Calvin was better than them.
Yeah.
Then,
and in the interview, I will give it to Cam. Like, dude, if he would have continued playing at the level that he was, he's definitely a 100% like super shoe-in for me. But for me, yes, he will get Hall of Fame. But personally, I wouldn't give him first ballot. He'd definitely be second.
I don't think they're going to make the Hall of Fame. I'm going to tell you why. They're not going to give him credit for bringing the dual threat quarterback back. They're not going to give him credit for that. And there was not enough injury-less seasons where he played in full to warrant putting him in the Hall of Fame. So and then on top of that, he doesn't have a championship. So the only thing that only case you're gonna be able to make is that he changed the game.
Yes.
And the argument could be made that others changed the game as well, because he wasn't the first running quarterback, although he is the most.
Well, he was the biggest.
He was the physically biggest.
Yes,
but he wasn't the first one.
No,
right? He has the most yards as a running quarterback, but that won't hold up for long. You know what I mean?
No,
like
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
The way Lamar Jackson is doing what he does, the way that Josh Allen's doing what he does. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna hold up for long. Yeah, so the question is, did he change the game enough to be in the Hall of Fame? And I don't know that he did.
But and you're right. That's why I say if he gets in, like for me, if he doesn't get in, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm like, hey, you should have won that championship. Because I mean, had he won it, okay, you get it. But that's the thing. for me, it's like for Hall of Fame of any sport, winning at least one championship guarantees an argument to in your favor to get there. And you put it right.
Mm.
Where did you rank amongst your peers when you played?
Yeah, this ain't the Hall of Great.
Right.
This is the Hall of Fame.
And that's the way that you put it is exactly how I feel. It's like, yeah, okay. If you have to mark him against his peers, fine. Yes, let's do that. But also, just that championship is the icing on the cake to say, all right, cool. You got it.
Another way to look at it is, for 3 seasons, he was the most unstoppable force in football. And then for the rest of his time, he was not.
But I also think the organization failed him.
I mean, there are a lot of people, a lot of organizations have failed a lot of players.
And but that's the other thing. That's the difference sometimes between being great. Like, imagine if Cam would have got drafted by somebody else.
We can't play the what ifs. We have to play with what we know, right?
Yeah, but yes, you're right. But also, just people get into stardom is very indicative based on the team that they get drafted to.
That'd be like saying Marino's organization failed him, or Barry Sanders' organization failed him. Yeah, they did. We're not disputing that. But being great is being great for the majority of your career, whether your organization failed you or not. You know what I mean? Like, you got people like Warren Moon that played on horrible teams his entire time after not being allowed to play in the NFL, not being allowed to play quarterback in the NFL, and still made the Hall of Fame because he was that much better than his peers.
Okay, that's fair.
Not that I don't wish Cam to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. I wish that he had more seasons, more seasons that were head and shoulders above. Like, he had those 3 seasons where he was freaking Superman, and then Superman got hurt.
I mean, he took a lot of damage, but it was just interesting to see that. And, you know, like I said, when he was kind of defending, it sounded like he was kind of arguing of the fact of
he's making his case.
The people who have not won championships. It's like, Cam, you have not won a championship. I get what you're trying to say. We've been debating this for the longest.
I mean, he's making his case, and he should make his case. Don't mean we're gonna buy his case. You know what I mean? don't mean that he's gonna get Hall of Fame voters, and that sucks. Right. But that is what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. You know, he might end up getting in. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What I do know is the draft is on the horizon. I don't know anything about it, so I don't want to talk about it at all. At least not right now. I know a lot about it, but not enough to have it's not time for that. But the WNBA just had a draft, and it was juicy.
And for once, you had quite a few people tuning in. It was juicy. It was real juicy.
It was okay. What was juicy for you?
What was that? Caitlin's, was it Kate? What's that other girl's name that played with Caitlin Clark?
Got drafted. Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, then, well, I mean, hey, rise to the top, lift all boats, buddy.
And then you got, you know, the blockbuster
trade,
Angel Reese and Carmelo Cardoso.
Okay, let's be clear. Chicago traded up to get Angel Reese.
Yes.
Right. So they made a move to get her.
Yes. And that was interesting because I told my wife, I was like, that's not where she's supposed to. Like, she wasn't slated to go there.
She was not, but she was available.
Yeah.
Chicago was like,
why not?
Nobody's scoring in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a good at all who you are. Can you imagine Angel Reese playing power forward with Cardozo at center? No. Are you going into the paint? No, thank you.
Yeah. Like,
for who? For why?
Like,
I don't want the problems.
These WNBA seasons are about to be interesting.
I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but what I will say is you don't want to go in. You don't want to go in there. I mean, okay, there are only like six or 8 players in WNBA that are above like 6'5", right?
Yeah.
And they're all so much taller than everybody else is playing that it's completely noticeable. Like, Cardozo is, you got Brittany Griner, and now you have Cardozo, and I'm pretty sure Cardozo outweighs Brittany Griner.
Oh yeah.
Positive of it.
I outweigh Brittany Griner.
That's gonna be a problem. Like, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But then Like, yo, you got, and Angel Reese ain't even, here's the thing. Angel Reese is a wing. Did you know that? She was recruited as a small forward coming out of high school.
Interesting. So she was just playing center because that's what they needed.
She was playing center power forward because that's what they needed. Yeah. I was watching her train the other day and she was dropping threes left and right. Bop, 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 bop. I was like, ah, dog. I did not know Bayou Barbie. I did not know. But yeah,
so Chicago's gonna be it's gonna be a problem. I don't foresee it maybe them being a problem like year one, but definitely as to come for sure.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends on who else they got.
Because Chicago also got that. They also have that new coach, T. Witherspoon.
I got to dig some more, man. I need to be more familiar. I promise you, I do. And I feel bad that I'm not. As familiar with, because I'm looking at their roster. I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I should know them. I'm going to know them. Give me a week. Give me a week, and I'm going to know them. Yeah, but and then I don't know any of these people. No, not at all.
Yeah, then you got Caitlin Clark, who went to Indiana, which Aaliyah Boston's currently there, which is pretty cool.
Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah like 6'5".
Aaliyah Boston, she's pretty tall. Yeah, she's pretty tall.
She's like 6'5".
She is 6'5".
Yeah, see, there's not a whole bunch of them.
No,
above 6'5".
No, not at all.
But I think that's going to work out well for both of them. I think they will play off of each other well.
Yeah, I mean, this is the beginning. Like, honestly, I would assume that this WNBA draft was probably one of the more talented ones. So,
I wouldn't go that far. I will say we know more of them.
Yeah, so we'll probably but that's what they needed, because that way we're watching them, which means you're getting more viewers, which means that should translate, hopefully. And a lot of people are on outrage and how much Caitlin Clark's going to be making over the next 4 years. I was like, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. We do. Yes, they should be making more, but they're not. So if you want them to make more, we have to watch.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
We have to watch.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh goodness. Oh no. What'd you find out?
Oh no. No, I had music pop into my ear and I was like, no, please, no, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I think the Fever, Indiana Fever, 10 of their games are going to be on nationally televised TV this year. If we support it, there will be more of it.
Oh, and you do know like what the first game is though, right?
Which one?
Indiana versus Chicago.
Is it? They did that for real?
They did it.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
They're trying to get all the monies, trying to do it right. I mess with it.
And then you got the returning champions, the Las Vegas Aces. That's gonna be a hard team to beat. That's gonna be a real.
Yeah, because they
nasty.
They drafted too. They drafted the kid she's from California. What was the girl's name? Angel Jackson.
Oh, Angel Jackson.
Oh, yeah, she went to Jackson State. Angel Jackson. They drafted her, and it was somebody else they drafted.
Kate Martin. That's the girl from Iowa.
Yeah, Kate Martin from Iowa.
Yep.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 6 rookies.
And then between the draft night and draft morning, they sold out in every size of Caitlin Clark's jersey.
You know what? I was going to say something. I'm not going.
They sold out. I was like,
I am.
Wow.
Oh, gosh. I was wrong. They got all these girls out here that are like 6'6". Angel Jackson is 6'6". I didn't know that. That girl tall. Shoot. That girl is tall.
Yeah, man. It's a lot that's going down, man. Like the WNBA season starts
in like 2 weeks, yo. It
right.
just started 2 weeks. You go from
preseason starts May 3rd.
Yeah, you go from being in the NCAA tournament to being on national television. I hope that they have good games to start the season off with, so that they can continue to have the viewership needed to renegotiate their deal.
Yeah, they need to.
Oh man.
Oh, they need it.
keep plugging in my computer. Like, yo, I thought you were charged. Anyhow, but yeah, WNBA draft. Can't wait to see it. I might actually get me some jerseys.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, if you're gonna get a WNBA jersey, make sure you get the men's sizes, not the Kev on stage size jersey that you got. It's a large is a women's large, which is a men's medium that don't fit nobody but tiny people.
Did you hear who Charlotte is looking to interview?
Stop! I heard the rumor too. Stop it. What? Okay, let's try it again. A different way. What reason would she have?
Oh yeah, no, she shouldn't leave
unless they're gonna pay her $10 million a year. There's no way I would even consider unless she paid me $10 million a year.
True. Yeah. So, the Charlotte Hornets are looking to interview Dawn Staley for the Charlotte Hornets job.
Look, $10 million a year on a 10-year contract, yo. I'm not giving up South Carolina just to come and get fired in 2 years.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, and I think in a world where this happens, it'd be funny to see Dawn Staley being towered over by these 6'7", 6'8" guys.
She's towered over now by 6'7", 6'8" girls.
I know, but just but they say they are looking to interview her. It's likely not to happen, but they're looking to interview her because also she would garner the respect of the NBA players.
Okay, let's be clear. She has a high school championship. She has an NCAA championship. She has a WNBA championship. She has multiple gold medals.
Yeah.
So it ain't like, and she's coached championship in the NCAA. So it's not like she's some fly by night.
Well, it's kind of like Becky Hammond, because when she was on the staff with the Spurs, I think a lot of NBA teams did interview her for head coaching positions.
Yeah,
but for whatever reason, whatever happened.
It's called sexism.
True,
but it's all good.
Hey, true, but I think she would have made a very decent, because she was under Pop. Pop was gonna make sure that was gonna happen.
And Becky used to be a baller.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She used to be a baller. Let's be clear about that now. She used to be a baller. So, but yeah, I don't wish that on Dawn. I don't think she deserves that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like she don't deserve a chance to coach an NBA. Like she doesn't deserve the mess that is the Charlotte Hornets at this moment.
Yeah.
Right?
No. Yeah. I think she should get a decent team.
Yeah.
Not Charlotte.
Or at least an organization that knows where it's going. Like right now, my thing with Charlotte is they don't know where they're going.
Right.
They just got rid of their coach.
And of course, Dawn knows that too.
Yeah. No, I'm sure she knows it more intimately than most people. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. All right, NBA play-in. Real quick, the Lakers just beat the Pelicans.
Oh, thank God.
The last time I checked, the Warriors and the Kings were like 5 points apart. And so I don't know. I don't know. I would like the Kings to lose personally. I would like, because I don't like Sabonis.
Yeah, me neither. So this means that who plays who?
Okay. So
please navigate us through these murky waters.
That man said, I don't know anything about the play-in. I don't know anything about the play-in at all. Okay. Glad you asked. Because here we go. So 7 and 8 play each other. 9 and 10 play each other. The loser of 7 and 8 plays the winner of 9 and 10, right?
Okay.
The winner of 7 and 8 gets the 7th spot. The loser plays the winner of 9 and 10, and whoever wins that gets the 8th spot.
It's not confusing at all.
So as a man, there's a chart, man. It ain't that hard. Come on, man. So the Lakers, because they beat the Pelicans, are now the 7th seed, and they play the Nuggets in the first round. Congratulations.
You secured a first round exit.
Congratulations.
You played yourself.
Congratulations. No, I mean, they can't beat them.
They can't win 4 to 7 games with the Nuggets, man. Let's be honest about it.
If LeBron's got to turn all world for 3 games, him and Anthony Davis, for them to have a chance of winning that series.
Oh my God, this is gonna be stressful.
And the winner of the Pelicans, hopefully the Warriors, gets to play the Thunder in the first round, which technically to me,
it's probably the best matchup.
That's the matchup that you want.
Yeah.
I get the Thunder won 57 games.
Yeah,
but this is playoffs.
Yeah. It's all about it's all about matchups.
That's the matchup. That's the matchup that you want.
Yep.
I found it absolutely infinitely interesting that the Thunder ended up with the number 1 slot, Nuggets number 2, which pushed the Timberwolves down into 3, and they get the Suns 3 and 6, and then the Clippers and Mavs. There is no favorite. There's only one favorite in the first round, and that's the Nuggets.
Yeah, I was about to say
because the Mavs can beat the Clippers.
Yeah.
The Suns can beat the Timberwolves and vice versa. And the Thunder, no matter who they get, is going to have a tough run.
Yeah.
If I were them, I would probably want Golden State.
Yeah.
I would want Golden State. Well, I would want Golden State. I would not want the Pelicans.
Yeah, I will say.
And I would not want the Kings because the Kings have a big man.
I will say for my Lakers, right? LeBron and AD are going to have to go all world, turn back the, just give everything they got in order to beat them. Assuming that nobody gets hurt.
To have a chance. And so is D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks of the season, he showed that he can put the ball in the basket. And he's going to have to do it. He's going to have to do it. There's no way.
If by any chance of the basketball gods that they skate through the Nuggets unscathed and healthy and raring to go, I think the rest of the matchups, anybody who matches up with the Lakers have a problem.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
I will go that far.
I won't go that far.
I will go that far.
I mean, if they make it through the Nuggets, then they have a chance. But it's so you got Clippers, you got the Suns.
You can't look at it that way. If they get past the Nuggets, I'd have to see the chart for the rest of it to be able to say yay or nay. Who else is advancing? Because one person at a time.
You said 1 foot in front of the other.
Yep.
One team at a time.
Yep, one team at a time.
Not gonna look too far down the schedule. Not gonna do any of that.
Because I think the Lakers have shown to be able to beat all the other teams, but the Nuggets
over 7 games.
I think they can do it over 7 games, and that's where people doubt LeBron. I don't know what it is.
It's not about LeBron. I do not doubt LeBron at all. LeBron is not the person that I doubt. It's the rest of them jokers being present.
I think he can get them there. I think he can help them get to that point to help him do something.
Well, put like this. This first round series against the Nuggets will be his opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, if he beats the Nuggets, we will forget about what happened last year.
True.
That's for sure. And they will be the favorites if they beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it's not going to happen. I want to root for them, but I can't.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are just too good. They don't care.
I'm just being realistic. Like if by some chance the Lakers make it past the Nuggets, I will think this is scripted.
Come on, man.
I will believe that it is scripted.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I would definitely believe it's scripted. But and then who we got in the East?
Who cares? Bulls and Hawks in the 10th place game, 9-10 game. Whoever wins that, probably the Bulls, are going to face the loser of the 7-8 game, which is probably going to be the Heat. And then the Heat are going to play the Celtics in the first round, which everybody wants. Mm-hmm. And then the 76ers are going to play the Knicks in the first round, which everybody wants.
Hey, look, I can't respect the Celtics, man. I just can't. I don't care what the record is.
Haterade is thirsty.
It's like haterade, but the other part is how'd you lose to Hemi Butler? Like that team, they didn't have any firepower.
Look, man, sometimes a team is just good enough to beat you.
And I loved every minute of it because it just sucked that Jimmy had to go against the Nuggets, of course. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I mean, nobody's going to hand you the championship. You got to go earn that thing.
Yeah.
Got to go earn that thing. So, you know what? The 2 series I want to see the most, ironically, Cavaliers Magic, Timberwolves Suns. Those are the 2 I want to see.
Timberwolves Suns, that's going to be good. I care less about the East.
Hey, you see them you see them getting into a scuffle at the end of the game the other night? Bradley Beal and Anthony Edwards.
Really?
Oh, they got into a scuffle.
Nice.
Anthony Edwards was holding the ball. Bradley Beal knocked it out of his hands. Anthony Edwards pushed them. They pushed each other back. And so now there's like bad blood. Oh my gosh. And two people, but at least we know one person that ain't gonna let it go. Anthony Edwards is not gonna let that go.
You mean Michael Jordan's son? Yeah, no.
Yeah, stop. Stop. He is not the type to let it go. He is not the type to let it go.
All right.
So
in the next press conference, if you say, "Man, I took that personally,"
I
don't even need I don't even need a DNA test. I'm like,
come on, man, come on. But yeah, no, I want to see that. I think it's going to be fireworks.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, come to think of it, this is the NBA's 40 games or 40 nights. You know that, right? So they mimic the NCAA's March Madness and having games throughout the week. The only difference is they got enough. I mean, they're professionals. They play 7 games, so they're going to be games every week, 2 games every day for the next 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I know, right? Every night is a ball night. I'm going to put a sign on my forehead. Leave me alone. I'm watching the NBA.
And you know what's crazy? My 3-year-old the other day, he's like, "Yeah, you want to watch basketball tonight?" I'm like, "Buddy, there's no basketball tonight." But we can
watch it. If you can sit down and shut up, we can watch it. Yo, I hate when somebody try to talk me through a game that I want to watch. If it's a game I don't care about, but I'm watching. You see me intently watching. If I'm doing this to the game, all this riffraff that you're talking about, is the house on fire? Is there food in the house? Are the lights, the water, and the heat on? Okay, so you have to shut up until this game, to the commercial break.
It's not an emergency.
Yo, did I tell you I had to teach my kids? I had to make my children watch network television to teach them that you don't talk through a sitcom until the commercials.
Really?
Because they have no frame of reference for commercials. You want to know why? Because it's just 30-second ads to them. That's all they know of commercials, right?
Yeah.
And so they think you talk through the entire show. I'm like, yo.
And they live in a world where you can pause and rewind live TV. Don't
talk to me until the commercial.
Yep.
I'm paying to hear them, not you. Your basketball analysis is trash. I don't want to hear it right now. Let me wait till the commercial so I can ignore it like I do every other time, but it make it look like I'm listening to you. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Like, please don't do that,
kids, man.
Don't make you feel bad.
Yeah.
Because it's the NBA playoffs, and I will. I promise you, I will.
Got it written all over their face going into school the next day. Teacher wondering what's wrong.
What happened? My dad said my basketball analysis was trash. Well, what did you say? Well, I said that LeBron James will never score in the pick and roll. Yeah, it is trash. It is trash. Your dad's not wrong. You need to rethink that.
Sit in the back of the class.
Let's sit in the back of the class. But yeah, nah. That was horrible. I shouldn't have said that. That was over the top. Anyhow, but yeah. So I think I made some greens tonight, so I'm probably gonna smoke some chicken tomorrow for the games. I think I just want to watch
40 nights.
Yeah, 40 games, 40 nights. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna smoke tomorrow because good games don't come on tomorrow. Good games don't come on until this weekend, so I'm gonna wait till this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a thing on Saturday. I might need to cancel.
Yeah, you gotta cancel that.
I gotta see what type of games being played. Yo, this is important, but it's not. It's so not important.
It is important.
No, I mean the thing that I'm supposed to be doing on Saturday. I mean, it's like important, but I mean,
like how important could it really be?
Nobody's gonna die if we don't do it.
Hey, those are the metrics.
That's sad.
Hey, those are the metrics, man.
Let me see.
They are what
Friday.
they are.
Oh, they still doing the play-in on Friday. Oh yeah, no, the games start on Saturday. Freaking noon. The game that I want starts at 2:30. That's when the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Oh.
Yeah, you canceling that.
Yo. And then Lakers Nuggets at 7:30 on Saturday. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's about to be a good weekend. Let me go ahead and clear my weekend schedule.
Yep.
Let me clear my weekend schedule.
Go ahead and call it Buffalo Wild Wings. Be like, yo, I need them wings.
Oh, I'll smoke my own wings. I don't need no Buffalo Wild Wings.
I need those wings.
Good
wings.
Matter of fact, not only am I going to smoke wings, I'm going to smoke 4 different batches of wings.
4 different batches of wings.
I'm going to do smoked lemon pepper. I'm going to do straight barbecue. I'm going to do buffalo and probably like honey sriracha.
Honey,
That's what I'm gonna do.
sriracha.
I didn't even say it right. That's how much my mouth is salivating thinking about it. So, but yeah, can't wait. All right, did we miss anything?
No, I don't think so. I think we got everything, and we added a couple things too. So
we added a couple things. Okay, yeah. That's what's up. I feel good. I feel real good.
I do too, man. I do too.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I gotta stop doing that. It's gonna come out at the wrong time.
People like say what? Nothing.
Nothing. You don't. Not a thing. I don't feel like nothing. So yeah. So that's what it is. It'll have to wait till the next week. There's something I'm supposed to tell you. I don't know. It'll have to wait till next. Oh, I'm looking for a softball team, Dominique.
Really?
For a softball team. Yeah.
Oh, you gonna get back out there?
I told you.
Yeah.
Once I reach my goal weight, it's on and popping, Jack. It's on and
so Charlotte, at least up in my area, they have kickball teams. I think I might.
I saw that. Here's the thing. I don't want to be kicking nothing. I thought about it and I was all for it for a while. Then I was like, what happens if I try to kick it and I miss? Like
slight embarrassment.
There is, but you're not accounting for momentum and things that could happen for momentum. True. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna play kickball yet. I think I need to reach my actual goal weight, not my primary goal weight first, right? I get down to like 270, then I can play kickball. But right now, I don't think I want to take that chance. But hitting a softball over the fence, I'm game.
Hey, there's a reason why, a lot of baseball players play until like 40 something.
That is exactly why. Hey, you play pickleball yet?
No, not yet. I haven't found anybody to play pickleball with. The person that I would have played pickleball, he lives in Texas.
I will be in Charlotte. While we're here, I will be in Charlotte on Wednesday the 12th for 5 days. Right. So if you want to catch an L in pickleball, I may be able to make that happen.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. It's not like I know the rules, so all right.
Hey man, it's just like ping pong. Catching an L is catching an L, right?
I'm actually pretty good in ping pong, so that might be a problem for you, sir.
Ooh, no,
that might be a problem for you.
I don't think that it will be.
I think it will be.
I think we'll be all right.
Tell your brother to get out there too.
Which one, man? They ain't trying to play no pickleball.
They can catch it too.
They ain't trying to play no pickleball. They don't want to see me in ping pong either.
The entire Howard line can get it.
Listen, you'll snuff out everybody in my line in pickleball but me. That's all I'm saying. Ping pong too. Pool as well. If you want some, you can get some.
Ping pong?
All I'm saying is.
Hey, look, okay, now pool,
all I'm saying.
I got to get back into that. But at my heyday, I was practically unbeatable, so whatever.
Yeah, that's what my other best friend says, okay? All right. And I have to remind him that anytime we played pool for money or for people, he lost.
Played money for play.
You don't want to ask. You don't ask. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Do you want to hear the story?
Sure. I'm intrigued now.
All right. We got 4 minutes. I'm gonna tell the story.
I'm intrigued now.
Okay, it wasn't pool, it was basketball. All right, so back in like 1999, right?
Oh, Jesus.
My best friend Joe, I was always like the basketball player. He played some football, but not a whole lot of basketball. Mm-hmm. So he always wanted to beat me in basketball, and it like never happened. So he came to Charlotte one weekend for like a funeral, and it was real sad. And then it wasn't anyone of our it wasn't any of our family or anything like that. It was just a girl that we knew. It was real sad. And then I saw one of his friends there, and I was like, "Oh, she cute." He was like, "Yeah, no, that's my friend. Just my friend girl. We tight." And I was like, "How tight are y'all?" He was like, "We real tight." I was like, "Can y'all be untight?" He was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I'll play you for her." It was like, "No." I was like, "I'll play you to 10. I'll give you the ball. I'll give you 8 points. He was like,
yeah,
he was like, I'm game.
No, see, that's the first rule. If somebody's playing you to 10 and they're spotting you over 6 or 7 points, you're not gonna win. That means you are hot garbage. Like, you are hot garbage if they're spotting you over 7 points.
The score was 10-8. 8. I dated her for like a year I dated her for like a year, dude. Like a year. So mad.
Why did he take that bet? What is his problem?
Hubris at the moment. Hubris.
That is the universal sign that you are a hot trash.
He was like, it's 2 points. I get 2 points. I was like, you sure can, just not today. just not today. Any other day, maybe. God. Today, no. I don't think that's gonna happen for you, buddy.
If anybody would say, I'll play. Well, okay, now.
And the sad part is,
get 2 points
for game. I dunked on him. I was like, bam, mines.
Put me now.
Horrible. It was horrible. Anyhow,
that's a shame. I feel sorry for him. That's mean.
I digress.
That's mean.
How was it mean? I gave him 8 points.
That's horrible.
And the ball.
I thought you were a nice guy.
I am.
You were better off just taking her.
I did.
You didn't even have to play. You didn't have to play that man for her. That's messed up, man.
I mean, in fairness,
no,
I could have just thrown the game. I could have just hit her with my rap, and it'd have been all good. But I said, you know what? Let me be diplomatic about it. Let me be understanding.
That's not diplomatic.
Understanding. Let me
giving this man a 10 and giving him 8 points. No.
Here's the thing. I think I gave him 9 points.
Look, I understand you were playing chess, not checkers, but jeez.
The grown man, he agreed to the terms. That is what it is. That is what it is.
He needed a consultant, because it's like, hey man, how much did he spot you? 8 points, and you were going to 10. Hey man, he's saying you're hot garbage.
You probably shouldn't.
You probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't do this.
I'm just saying. If you ask, I have a track. I'm not the betting type. I really don't bet. It's not a thing. So anytime I'm betting,
probably a sure thing. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, yeah.
I know something you don't know.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be betting.
Yeah. If I'm betting, just know I'm probably gonna win this, but okay, sure. Why not?
Just know it is already stacked against you. And I'm not saying I can't lose. All I'm saying is the probability of you losing is real high. Yeah. It's real high. It's real high. And I'm comfortable enough in what I know that it's not really a risk.
That's a doggone shame.
Hey man, that was a good summer. We joke about that, the three of us, from time to time. You know,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Why? I don't understand.
You should be ashamed of yourself, sir.
Tell me what I did wrong, and I will muster up the energy to feel shameful.
You need to call that man and apologize.
For what? Beating him that badly? It's not the first time I beat him. The last time I beat him that badly.
But you knew you were going to beat him.
But here's the thing. It wasn't a known secret. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm going to play him for the first time. I don't know if he could beat me. He had never beat me in his life.
But see, that's what happens when you put women in the mix. Then it becomes an issue.
Oh, guys. Oh, guys.
That's a shame.
Oh.
You shouldn't use your powers for evil, Steven. That's exactly what you did that day. You used your powers for evil.
Says who? Tell me how I use my powers for evil. I know we got to go. Tell me how I use my powers for evil.
Steven, you played him to 10. You spotted him 8 points and gave him the ball.
That's about as good as you're going to get.
Steven, you cannot use your powers for evil.
That wasn't evil. That was a whole lot of good that I did. He was just going to fumble anyway.
Then you let him fumble. You don't put the gun to his. You don't give a crack addict crack.
What?
You don't give a crack addict crack. Okay.
All I'm saying is choices remain.
That's one of the, exactly. That's one of those deals that he was like, I can't lose. It's like, if somebody's willing to give you 8 points, you're gonna lose.
it was possible for him to win. Okay. And that's all he needed. That's all he needed.
He didn't take enough time to say, you know what, let me do the math on this.
That's all he needed.
He obviously didn't. Yeah. He didn't take past experiences into effect.
I don't know what he took into effect. And be honest with you, at that moment, I didn't really care.
Can we get him on the podcast? I would love to ask him. Like, dude, why'd you think that was okay?
He's gonna say, because I thought I could win. Trust me, we've had this conversation for the last 26 years. I thought I could win.
That's not a good enough excuse.
I didn't think he was gonna beat me that bad, is what he's gonna say. Right? I mean, it was only 2 points. I thought I could get 2 points. That's what he's going to say. That's what he said before. That's what he's going to say again. It's okay.
Yeah, and my line of question would be, if somebody gave you 8 points to go to 10.
Yeah, but see,
they're obviously confident in their own abilities.
We were both 19. We were both 19 at the time. Do you know how much testosterone fueled that entire situation? Testosterone and pride and ego.
I was 19 once, and you know what? I had enough head on my shoulders to be like, you know what? Maybe I should think about this.
Well, maybe. I'm sure glad he didn't. Sure glad he didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Anyhow, all right, people. All right, enough of 26-year-old stories. We do thank you for hanging out with us, listening to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully, thank you for subscribing. Set up your notifications so you know when we have provided more content for you.
Yeah.
We hope that you let someone know. Send it to someone that you might think would enjoy it. And we hope to see you back next week so we can talk about what happened in the play-in game, what the first week of WNBA camp looks like, who's mad that they didn't make the Olympic team, whether or not the Lakers have a chance in the 7-game series with the Nuggets, all kinds of stuff we'll be talking about next week. So hope to see you back then. Until then, I am Steven. This is Dominique. We are your hosts of the SportsHive. Oh, Jesus, Orenthal James. And we will see you next week.
Later.